Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you've ever looked through your change and thought, this Pfennig could be worth something, you might be right. Today we're counting down the top 5 most valuable Germany's 2 Pfennig coins that are selling for big money in today's coin market. Make sure you watch until the end because the number 1 coin on this list sold for a jaw-dropping amount that could literally change your life, so let's get it started. Top 1, the Germany 1992 Pfennig coin with the J mint mark. It's a piece that many people overlook, but it actually marks the end of an era in German coinage history. We'll cover its background, minting details, design, and today's market value in US dollars, especially for coins in extra fine condition, so grab your magnifier. Coin fans, this is going to be a fascinating journey. Before Germany switched to the euro, the country's currency was the Deutsche Mark, which was divided into 100 Pfennigs. The 2 Pfennig coin was first introduced in 1950, shortly after the founding of the Federal Republic of Germany. It symbolized the new nation's economic recovery after the devastation of World War II, and for over 50 years, the 2 Pfennig coin was a part of daily life in West Germany. But the year 1990 was special. It was the final full year before German reunification, when East and West Germany became one again. That makes the 1990 coins the last coins struck under the old West German government, a key reason collectors prize them today. This 2 Pfennig coin, with its small size and humble denomination, carries the history of an entire country in transition. Now let's take a close look at the design. Simple, elegant, and full of meaning. On the obverse you'll see the federal eagle, Germany's national emblem. It's a symbol of unity, strength, and sovereignty. On the reverse there's an oak seedling designed by Rolf Lederbogen. The oak tree has deep roots in German culture and history, representing endurance, growth, and renewal. This design choice wasn't random. It was meant to reflect the rebuilding of Germany after the war. The 1992 Pfennig is made of copper-plated steel, a change from earlier bronze issues. It weighs 2.9 grams, has a diameter of 19.25 millimeters, and a smooth edge. Even though it's small, the reddish copper finish gives it a rich, distinctive shine, especially when preserved in extra fine or uncirculated condition. Every German coin carries a letter mint mark telling us where it was made. The J mint mark on this 1990 coin stands for the Hamburg Mint, one of Germany's oldest and most respected mints. Here's a quick reminder of the mint marks used by Germany: A Berlin, D Munich, F Stuttgart, G Karlsruhe, J Hamburg. So your 1992 Pfennig with the J mint mark comes directly from Hamburg, a city with a minting tradition that dates back hundreds of years. In 1990, millions of these coins were produced, but coins that remain in extra fine or uncirculated condition are much harder to find today, especially since they were widely used and later withdrawn after 2001 when Germany adopted the euro. Now, let's talk about the historical importance of 1990. This was the year when Germany officially reunited after decades of division. East and West Germany came together on October 3, 1990, forming one nation once again. The 1992 Pfennig is significant because it was minted just before reunification, meaning it's one of the last coins issued solely by West Germany. After 1990, coins were struck for a unified Germany, and designs began to reflect that change. So this coin marks the end of the Deutsche Mark's divided era, which gives it historical and emotional value for collectors. Owning a 1992 Pfennig is like holding a piece of history from the very moment Germany turned the page into a new chapter. When we talk about value, condition is everything. A 2 Pfennig coin in circulated condition with scratches, dull tone, or worn edges usually isn't worth much. However, coins in extra fine or uncirculated condition are a different story. In extra fine condition, your coin should have a clear eagle and oak sprig with visible details, light traces of wear, full legends, and mint mark visible. A nice reddish tone with original copper shine. Collectors prefer coins that show minimal handling. The closer to mint state, the higher the value. Now, let's talk about what everyone wants to know: the market value of this coin today. The Germany 1992 Pfennig with J mint mark isn't an ultra-rare coin, but its value depends heavily on condition and collector demand. As of 2025, here's the approximate market value in US dollars: circulated condition 5 cents, 0 US dollars and 25 cents; extra fine $1, 2 US dollars; uncirculated $4, 6 US dollars; proof or mint error pieces $10 to 15 US dollars or more, depending on rarity. Keep in mind, collectors who build full Pfennig series sets are willing to pay more for the 1990 J mint coin in high grade, because it represents the final year before reunification. Prices have been slowly rising as fewer pristine examples remain in circulation, and coins with their original copper luster are becoming more desirable. If you have this coin or plan to start collecting West German Pfennigs, here are a few quick tips. Never clean your coins. Cleaning removes patina and lowers value. Store them properly. Use plastic flips or capsules to prevent rust and corrosion. Check for minting errors like double strikes, off-center impressions, or planchet flaws. These can significantly boost value. Look for full red coins. A bright, untuned reddish surface means the copper plating is intact, and collectors love that original look. Even though the base metal isn't precious, the history absolutely is so. To wrap it all up, the Germany 1992 Pfennig J mint coin may not make you rich, but it's a powerful symbol of history, craftsmanship, and the final days of a divided Germany. It's a coin from a turning point in world history, produced by the Hamburg Mint, and it continues to attract collectors for its design, symbolism, and nostalgic value. Top 2. The Germany 1981 Pfennig coin with the D mint mark, a small copper-plated piece that carries a big story from the past. We'll explore its history, design, minting background, and of course, its current market value in US dollars, especially for coins in extra fine condition. So let's jump right into it, because this humble Pfennig coin is a real piece of German history. Before the euro existed, Germany's national currency was the Deutsche Mark. Divided into 100 Pfennigs, the Pfennig coin was one of the smallest denominations in circulation, but it played a huge role in daily life, from buying small snacks to paying exact fares. This specific coin, the 1981 Pfennig, belongs to the later period of West Germany, a time when the country was economically strong and deeply industrialized. From 1950 until 2001, these coins were part of the daily monetary system, but after the euro was introduced in 2002, the Pfennig disappeared completely from circulation. So, every surviving Pfennig coin today is a little time capsule of Germany's post-war growth and modernization. The design of the Pfennig coin is classic and meaningful, combining national identity and post-war symbolism. Obverse, the famous federal eagle, Germany's national emblem, proudly spreads its wings. It represents unity, power, and freedom. Reverse, you'll find a small oak seedling, designed by Rolf Lederbogen. This design symbolizes growth, renewal, and rebuilding, fitting perfectly with Germany's recovery story after World War II. The oak tree is a traditional symbol of German strength and endurance, so even this small coin carries deep meaning. The 1981 Pfennig was struck in copper-plated steel, a durable material that replaced bronze in 1968. Here are the key details. Weight 2.9 grams, diameter 19.25 millimeters, edge smooth, color reddish-brown copper tone. When new, these coins had a beautiful red shine, but with time they can darken due to oxidation. Coins that still retain their bright red tone, especially in extra fine condition, are considered much more desirable to collectors. Now let's decode that little letter D on the coin. It's the mint mark, and it tells us exactly where the coin was made. The letter D stands for the Munich Mint, one of Germany's main and oldest mints. Here's a quick list of German mint marks for reference: A Berlin, D Munich, F Stuttgart, G Karlsruhe, J Hamburg. So, your 1981 coin with the D mint mark comes directly from Munich, Bavaria's capital, a place with centuries of minting tradition. In 1981, millions of Pfennig coins were produced across different mints, but variations in condition and mint output make some mints more sought after by collectors. The D mint mark coins are popular due to their consistent quality and fine striking. 1981 was a calm but important year in West German history. The country was in the middle of the Cold War, divided between East and West. But West Germany was experiencing technological growth and social stability. The Pfennig coin from this period reflects a time of economic confidence and national pride. It was part of a monetary system that represented West Germany's success story, from post-war rubble to becoming one of the strongest economies in the world. So, what does it mean if your 1981 Pfennig D coin is in extra fine condition in coin grading? Terms: extra fine means most of the details are still sharp and visible. Slight, where on the highest points the coin may have a few small marks from handling but retains much of its original shine. For copper-plated steel coins like this one, maintaining that reddish tone is rare. So an XF coin with clear eagle details and mint shine is highly collectible. Now, let's talk about the money side. What is this coin actually worth today? The 1981 Pfennig D mint coin isn't considered an ultra-rare piece, but its condition, color, and mint mark all affect the price. Here's a general market value range in US dollars, as of 2025 circulated condition: 5 to 20 cents USD extra fine, XF around $1 to $2 USD uncirculated, BU between $3 $5 US proof or error coin, rare $10 $15 US or higher. Collectors building complete Pfennig series from 1950 to 2001 often seek coins like the 1981 D to fill gaps, especially in high grade, and since these coins were withdrawn and melted down after 2001, finding pristine pieces today is becoming more difficult. If you're lucky enough to have a 1981 Pfennig D coin, here are some expert tips to preserve and possibly increase its value. Never clean the coin. Cleaning removes the natural patina and can destroy its collector value. Store it properly. Use coin flips or plastic capsules to prevent rust and scratches. Avoid humidity. Copper-plated coins can corrode easily. Keep them in dry, cool places. Look for minting errors. Off-center strikes, die cracks, or double impressions can make your coin worth much more. Preserve its shine. A coin with full red or red-brown color will always be worth more than one that's turned dull brown. Even though this coin is small, it's a wonderful collectible, especially for anyone interested in West German monetary history. So, to wrap it all up, the Germany 1981 Pfennig coin with D mint mark may not be made of precious metal, but it's rich in history and cultural value. It represents a strong period in West German history, produced by the Munich Mint, carrying the classic oak seedling design that symbolizes renewal and hope in extra fine condition. It can fetch around $1 to $2, and in uncirculated grades even more. But beyond money, this coin is a piece of Europe's story, a glimpse into everyday life from more than 40 years ago. So, the next time you find a small copper coin with that D mark, remember it's more than just metal. It's a symbol of an era long gone but never forgotten. Top 3. The Germany 1985 Pfennig coin with the F mint mark. Will uncover the story behind this coin, its historical background, the mint details, and of course the current collector's market value in US dollars, especially for coins in extra fine condition. So, if you love rare coins and European history, make sure to hit that like button and let's get into it. Before the euro, Germany used the Deutsche Mark, and each mark was divided into 100 Pfennigs. The Pfennig coin was one of the smallest denominations, yet it played a major role in West Germany's everyday life. The year 1985 was right in the middle of the Cold War. West Germany, officially known as the Federal Republic of Germany, was thriving economically. It was a period of stability, growth, and modernization, and the Pfennig coin was circulating in millions of hands daily. Although it was a small coin, it symbolized a strong and united West German economy, well before the reunification of East and West Germany in 1990. The 1985 Pfennig coin represents not just money, it's a snapshot of a prosperous, confident nation at a key moment in European history. The design of this coin is simple yet powerful, a combination of tradition, symbolism, and national identity. On the obverse you'll find the federal eagle, Germany's national emblem. It represents unity, strength, and freedom, themes that were especially important during the divided era. On the reverse you'll see a small oak seedling, designed by Rolf Letterbogen. This oak sprig design is deeply meaningful. It symbolizes growth, rebirth, and endurance after World War II. This design was chosen to reflect the idea of Germany growing again, starting small but becoming strong and stable like the oak tree. So every Pfennig coin carried a quiet message of national resilience and renewal. Let's look at the coin specifications. The 1985 Pfennig was minted in copper-plated steel, a material chosen for its durability and cost efficiency. Earlier coins, before 1968, were made of bronze, but copper-plated steel became standard afterward. Specifications: composition: copper-plated steel, weight 2.9 grams, diameter 19.25 millimeters, edge smooth, color bright reddish tone. When new, over time, these coins can darken or turn brown, so finding one with its original red luster is becoming harder. That's why extra fine examples where most of that shine and detail remain are highly collectible today. Now, let's talk about that tiny but important letter, the F mint mark, found just below the oak sprig on the reverse side. In Germany, mint marks indicate where the coin was produced. Here's what the letters mean: a Berlin, D Munich, F Stuttgart, G Karlsruhe, J Hamburg. So the F mint mark tells us this 1985 coin was struck at the Stuttgart Mint, one of the oldest and most prestigious mints in Germany, known for high-quality production. Millions of Pfennig coins were minted that year, but the Stuttgart issues are especially appreciated for their consistent detail and crisp designs. 1985 was a fascinating time in history. Germany was still divided, with East Germany and West Germany operating under completely different political systems. In the West, the Deutsche Mark was a symbol of success, strong, stable, and trusted across Europe. The Pfennig coin of 1985 was part of that same system, representing economic confidence and German craftsmanship. It would be just 5 years later, in 1990, when Germany would reunify and begin producing coins under a single national minting system. That's why coins from the mid-1980s are often seen as the last stable issues before reunification, making them a nostalgic favorite among collectors. If your 1985 Pfennig coin is in extra fine condition, congratulations, that's already a collectible piece in extra fine grading. The coin shows only light signs of circulation. The details of the eagle and oak leaves remain sharp. The surfaces retain some original mint luster. There's minimal wear and no major scratches because these coins circulated heavily in the 1980s. Finding one in extra fine or better condition is becoming increasingly uncommon. Now for the exciting part: the market value of the 1985 Pfennig F mint coin today. While these coins were once very common, most have disappeared from circulation or been melted down after Germany adopted the euro in 2002. In 2025, based on online coin auctions, collector markets and catalog listings. Here's the general price range in US dollars circulated condition. 5 cents 25 cents USD, extra fine. Around $1 2 US dollars uncirculated. BU between $3 5 US dollars proof or mint error coins. Up to $10 20 US dollars depending on rarity. Although it's not an extremely rare coin, collectors value it for its historical timing and Stuttgart mint mark. Coins with full red copper color and no rust or damage can attract higher bids, especially from collectors completing full Pfennig sets. Here are some essential tips if you own or plan to collect this coin. Never clean your coin. Cleaning removes the natural luster and can reduce its value dramatically. Store it safely. Use acid-free coin flips or capsules to prevent oxidation. Avoid moisture. Copper-plated coins can corrode, especially if exposed to humidity. Look for minting errors. Double strikes, die cracks, or misaligned impressions can make your coin worth several times more. Keep an eye on collector trends. As time passes and more Pfennig coins disappear into collections, values for XF and UNC examples will likely rise. So, there you have it, the Germany 1985 2 Pfennig coin with the F mint mark. It's a small coin with a big story, a symbol of West Germany's strength and stability in the 1980s. Minted in Stuttgart, beautifully designed and tied to a unique moment before reunification. This coin captures a piece of history that fits right in the palm of your hand in extra fine condition. It's worth around $1 to $2, but its true value lies in the story. It tells the story of a nation on the verge of change. Top for the 1979 2 Pfennig coin, minted with the D mint mark. Even though it might look like just another small bronze coin, this little piece of history carries a story that reflects Germany's economic strength and minting precision of the late 20th century. If you love exploring rare coins, understanding their values, and learning about the history behind them, then stick around till the end because we'll talk about its background, design, metal composition, rarity, and current market value in dollars. Let's travel back to 1979. A time when West Germany was flourishing economically and the Deutsche Mark was one of Europe's most stable currencies. The 2 Pfennig coin was part of the Federal Republic of Germany's coinage system, which ran from 1949 all the way up until the adoption of the euro in 2002. The Pfennig served as the subunit of the Deutsche Mark, with 100 Pfennigs equaling 1 mark. During this era, small denominations like the 1 and 2 Pfennig coins were essential for daily commerce, from buying bread to paying for local transport. The coin we're looking at today was struck in 1979 at the D Mint, which represents Munich, one of the major minting facilities in Germany. The 1979 2 Pfennig coin features a simple yet symbolic design that embodies Germany's post-war identity. On the obverse side, you'll find an oak seedling symbolizing growth, renewal, and stability, a perfect reflection of Germany's recovery after World War II. Above it, the word Bundesrepublik Deutschland, meaning Federal Republic of Germany, encircles the coin. On the reverse side, you'll see the denomination 2 Pfennig prominently displayed, with the mint mark D just below the number identifying the coin's origin at the Munich Mint. As for its composition, the 1979 2 Pfennig was made of a copper-plated steel core, giving it that characteristic reddish-brown shine. It weighs 2.9 grams, has a diameter of 19.25 millimeters, and features a smooth edge. Now, the year 1979 saw millions of 2 Pfennig coins being minted, so at first glance, it might not appear rare. However, as collectors know, condition and mint mark play a huge role in determining a coin's modern value. The D mint mark is one of several used across Germany. Others include A Berlin, F Stuttgart, G Karlsruhe, and J Hamburg. Coins from different mints can show slight variations in rarity and collector demand. A 1979 2 Pfennig coin in extra fine condition means it has seen limited circulation. The design details are still sharp, and the original mint luster may still be visible. While this coin isn't extremely rare in general circulation, finding one in true extra fine or better condition is becoming less common as these coins age and disappear from collections or meltdowns. Collectors often look for coins with clear details on the oak leaves, sharp lettering, and minimal surface marks. That's what makes an XF example stand out. Now, let's talk about what everyone wants to know: how much is this coin worth today? As of today's market, a Germany 1979 2 Pfennig D mint mark coin in extra fine condition typically sells for around 30 cents to $1 US depending on the buyer and condition specifics. However, coins graded uncirculated, MS60 or higher, or those preserved in mint sets can reach $2 to $5 US, especially if the coin has rich color and original luster. While this might not sound like a fortune, remember that small denomination coins like this one often hold more historical and collectible value than face value, especially for those collecting complete sets by mint marks. The 2 Pfennig coin was discontinued in 2001, just before Germany transitioned to the euro. Many of these coins were melted down, making high-grade survivors more collectible. The oak seedling design was created by Rainer Gerhard, a notable artist who designed several post-war German coins for coin collectors. The 1979 Pfennig D is a wonderful entry-level piece from the pre-Euro era if you're building a complete German coin collection. This coin is essential especially in extra fine or uncirculated condition. While it's not a high-value investment coin, its historical charm and symbolic design make it a timeless collectible, and as time goes on, well-preserved examples could slowly appreciate in value, especially as nostalgia for the Deutsche Mark era continues to grow among collectors. Top 5 Germany's 1979 Pfennig coin with the J mint mark, struck in Hamburg. At first glance, it might just look like a regular bronze coin, but there's so much more behind it, from its symbolic design to its minting history, and of course, its collector value in today's market. So stay tuned till the end, as we uncover everything about this fascinating little piece of German history. Let's rewind back to 1979, when Germany was still divided into West Germany and East Germany. The coin we're discussing today belongs to West Germany, officially known as the Bundesrepublik Deutschland, the Federal Republic of Germany. During this time, the country was experiencing strong economic growth, with the Deutsche Mark being one of the most trusted currencies in the world. The Pfennig coin was a crucial part of daily life, used in vending machines, for newspapers, public telephones, and small grocery purchases. It represented stability, precision, and everyday practicality in the German monetary system. The mint mark J identifies coins struck at the Hamburg Mint, one of the oldest and most respected mints in Germany, with a rich history of coin production dating back centuries. Now let's take a look at the beautiful and meaningful design of this coin. On the obverse side, you'll find an oak seedling, a powerful symbol of growth, renewal, and the rebirth of Germany after the devastation of World War II. This oak leaf design became one of the most recognizable motifs on West German coins. Representing hope and endurance, encircling the design are the words Bundesrepublik Deutschland, meaning Federal Republic of Germany, and at the bottom, the year 1979. Turning it over to the reverse side, you'll see the denomination Pfennig boldly displayed in the center. Just below the number 2 is the small but important J mint mark, confirming that this coin was struck in Hamburg. The coin has a smooth edge, weighs about 2.9 grams, and measures 19.25 millimeters in diameter. It was made from copper-plated steel, giving it that warm reddish tone that collectors recognize instantly. In 1979, millions of Pfennig coins were produced across Germany's different mints marked A, D, F, G, and J. However, each mint's output varied, and some mint marks were issued in much smaller numbers. The J mint mark, from Hamburg, is among the less common ones compared to D, Munich, and F, Stuttgart. While not extremely rare, collectors still value J mint coins for completing full mint mark sets, especially in extra fine or uncirculated condition. Now, when it comes to coin collecting, condition is everything. A 1979 Pfennig J in extra fine condition means it has been in limited circulation. The coin's finer details, like the tiny veins on the oak leaves and the sharp lettering around the edge, remain visible, and crisp coins in extra fine condition show only light where on the highest points, maintaining their original luster and color. Although the 1979 issue was produced in large numbers, most of these coins were heavily circulated, scratched, or lost over time, so finding one in clean, extra fine, or better condition is becoming harder every year, giving it an increasing appeal among market value. Today, let's talk about what everyone's waiting for: the current market value as of today. A Germany 1979 Pfennig coin with J mint mark in extra fine condition typically sells for around 50 cents to $1 USD if you have a brilliant uncirculated or mint state example, meaning no signs of wear. Just as it left the mint, the value can rise to around $2 to $4 US, depending on the buyer and coin market trends. Certified coins graded by NGC or PCGS can sometimes attract even higher prices, especially if they have rich copper luster and full strike detail. While these values may not seem high, keep in mind coins like these are historical artifacts, not just metal tokens. As fewer of them survive in top condition, their collectible and nostalgic value continues to grow steadily among European coin enthusiasts. Here are a few fun facts you might not know about the Pfennig coin. The oak seedling design first appeared on German coins in 1950, symbolizing post-war renewal. The J mint mark stands for Hamburg, one of Germany's 5 active mints during the Deutsche Mark era. The Pfennig coin was officially withdrawn from circulation in 2001, just before Germany switched to the euro after demonetization. Millions of these coins were melted down, making surviving high-grade coins more collectible today. The coin's designer, Rainer Gerhard, also designed other post-war German coins, leaving a lasting artistic legacy. So, is the 1979 Pfennig J coin worth collecting? Absolutely. For beginners, it's an affordable entry point into German coinage, offering historical value and artistic beauty at a low cost for advanced collectors. It's a necessary piece to complete mint-mark sets of two Pfennig coins A, D, F, G, and J. While it's not a high-value investment coin yet, the numismatic appreciation of such coins grows as collectors seek complete series in top condition, and with over 40 years since its minting, these coins are no longer easy to find in pristine condition. So, holding onto a bright, clean example of this coin is like holding onto a small piece of post-war German heritage. So there you have it, the complete story of Germany's 1979 two Pfennig coin with the J mint mark, from its symbolic oak seedling design to its historic Hamburg mint origin and growing collector interest. It's a small coin with a big story. If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the Coin Spot, and tap that notification bell so you don't miss our next rare coin video.